So let me ask you this. So you work with Kathy, you get your funnel all figured out, you got your courses ready to go. How the heck do you get them on the platform, right? So, well, that's what we're going to walk through today. All right. So when you first log into your account, you're going to come to what we call the navigation pane. There's a lot going on here. We've got a lot of stuff going on the Great Discovery. So I'm going to help give you a couple places to jump into when you're trying to create your courses. The first thing is this navigation pane has got some great hot links. You can see here, watch courses, search, onboard a new course. This will take you directly to the onboarding, okay? You can also come up here to your creator menu, which takes you to your dashboard, onboard a course. It's the same place. Creator bio. Please, those of you who have not filled out your creator bio, go and do that. If you click in there, there's a help video. We're starting to get help videos up. You must have your bio populated when we publish your first course. Okay, we cannot publish that first course without your bio being done. And when we publish your first course, it will automatically be published. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop into onboarding today. And we're going to walk through this. Now, this is our onboarding. It's very, very simple. If I want to onboard a brand new course, we're going to walk through that today. But I'm going to talk about these three statuses over here. Draft is where I'm working on my courses. Say I started a course yesterday. I started this one on September 3rd and I didn't finish it. And I want to come back in here today and I want to finish it. I'm simply going to click on manage and I can go in here and I can then go and I can edit anything I want to. I can continue to add to the course. It's just going to, this is where I'm editing and I'm working on the course. I am in draft status. Okay. If I go back to onboarding, then once I don't have anything in my pending, guys, because this is my demo account. But once I go from something from draft, then I'm going to shift it to pending when I'm done. And I'll show you how we submit that. We're going to go through that. And then once it's done and we review it, admin reviews it. Once those reviews are done, then it gets pushed published. And once it's in published, that means it's done. That means we do not edit it anymore. We don't do it's on the platform. People are buying it or viewing it, depending on if it's Free Genius or Premium or Academy, but we can't be making changes to courses that are published because we have learners in them. So it has to be done. If you have another version of a course you want to bring up later, you can create another version. So be thinking about these things as you're creating that funnel and you're creating these courses, okay? So let's go ahead and pop in. Also, there's a help video right here, and this walks you through the complete onboarding process. So you have me with you 24/7 to be able to get you through this. Also, I hold content provider working sessions Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. ET and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern time, okay? So you can jump on those. I can help you if you're having issues, whatever you need. So let's pop into the onboarding and let's go through some of this real quick, okay? Notice we've got tips, recommendations, requirements all throughout the onboarding. So please read, note on every field, you'll have a description of what we want you to put in that field, okay? This is just gonna be my title. I'm gonna call it Sandra's course today, okay? Oh, if I can spell today, sorry about that. Okay, now this is a brief description. Now I'm going to type brief description because when I train, that's how I train people so we can see where that field is when we preview this course. So that's a brief description, okay? Think about it when people are going through the website or they're on their phone, they're on their computer, what do? We scroll. We got to stop the scroll. How are we going to stop the scroll? Something interesting, something that's going to catch my eye, an interesting title, a great brief description, a really great image. We'll load the image in a second, okay? Skill level is just that, basic, intermediate, mediate, or advanced, whatever you want to communicate to your learner. So I'm going to save and continue. We're going on through the onboarding. We're in a process. We can delete. We can do this later. We can go back, okay? But this is how you upload the course image. Look at the requirements down here. Please read those. If your file will not load, it's probably out of specs, okay? So you're going to simply click on here. You're going to click, actually we'll click this image and it's going to upload and in it comes. There you go. It's done, successfully done. Save it and move forward. Okay, this is the course type page. Kathy just went through this extensively. So you should have this all laid out before you start onboarding, okay? I use Excel. I lay my whole course out in Excel. I know everything I'm going to need. I basically copy and paste everything in from Excel. I note where my files are. I note my descriptions. Everything's been checked grammatically. Everything's done spell checks. So you're literally copying and pasting when you get to this point. I have course creators who are struggling, and I realize that they're trying to create their course while they're trying to onboard. And it is confusing, and I don't suggest doing that, okay? So once you know what your course is, what type it is, free, you can just click on it here. I'm gonna click on the premium so we know we have to monetize it. I'm gonna put in a price of $50, and I'm gonna come down and say continue, okay? Now our categories, you can see the list is growing. We're adding these a lot. If you want a new category, email us at creator@thegreatdiscovery.com. Like I said, there's a lot of great information in here as you guys are going through this. I'm just going to grab 3 of them. You can put your course in up to 3 categories. 1 to 3 is what you can select. So you just continue. Here's our language. So this is our original course language, okay? I like to pick United States English. There's all types of language. If you cannot find a language, or original course language, please email us at translate@thegreatdiscovery.com. We've got all this information in here to guide you guys where you need to go. But if you cannot find a language there, email us and we will look at adding that to the platform. Translations are coming very, very soon, guys. They're on our staging site and we're testing right now. So it's very exciting. Save and continue. Okay, what you'll learn. This is once you get once you stop the scroll, right? And then they read your brief description, they're going to come down to what they'll learn. What are we going to put here? I have a lot of people just listing their content. Don't list the content. Give them what they're going to get. You guys have heard of the with them, right? What's in it for me, the learner? When I purchase this course and I take this course, what am I going to get out of it? Sell your course here, marketing sizzle, whatever you want to call it. But tell them what they're going to get out of it. Just don't list what's in the course because they're going to see that listed in the content, okay? I'll show you that in a second. Requirements. Now, I'll give you a couple examples. Dennis Denoya has a statistics course on the platform. Well, basic math is probably something that would be good. These are merely suggestions for the learners, but that would be a good idea. We have an AI course that the instructor requires ChatGPT 4, not ChatGPT 3. He wants you to have 4. So put in here what you need your learners to know about what they need to know before they take the class, okay? So maybe it's a willingness to learn, okay? We have a lot of classes on meditation. Some of those I see a quiet place where you can relax. You know, what does your learner need to know and do before they start your course? And again, we've got all kinds of information. Please read through, and we're just going to save and go forward. Okay, the course trailer. Again, please read the variables here. If your files will not upload, there's probably something wrong. It's very simple though. I'm going to go grab the file I want, and this is a MP4 or a .mov, those types of things. I'm going to upload. The upload speed is going to be, the strength of your internet and the size of the file. If you've got big files and you've got weak internet signal, it's going to take a while, okay? I suggest being hardwired to the internet. So that video will process and we can go ahead and finish. And here we go. We just created what we call the course shell. This is the shell of the course. It's not the content yet. It says, what's next? Let's move forward by adding content to your course by clicking the manage content below, right? So here's the manage content, but let's look at something real quick. Let's look at the preview. We've got previews for the courses all the way through the onboarding. What does that do? Pops out another screen. It shows me exactly what the course is going to look like on the website when you get it published. So be mindful. Look at these. Is it going to stop the scroll? Am I giving people a great title? Is the image going to stop people and make them stop scrolling? The brief description, is it catchy? Is it going to drive them down to look at what you'll learn? Remember, this is where you want to tell them the with them. We're going to go add the content, so don't list the content here. Then they'll have it duplicate. What are they going to get out of it? So as you're creating this, you can watch this and say, is it going to stop the scroll? Can I make changes to make it, more attractive. So be mindful of these. All right, I'm going to go back over here and we're going to go ahead and click manage content. And I know I'm going through this a little fast, guys. This is a process. I'm just trying to hit some of the highlights to help you guys so you can see the process. And even if you're still creating courses, I think it's great to pop in and see this so you understand how the courses are built. I think it really helps you guys. Come on one of the working sessions and just view. It would be great information for you. Okay, we're going to add content. Okay, we do that by sections and lessons. We can have sections, we can add them here. We've got a little guide here that tells you what all of our little icons are. So the first thing we got to do is we got to add a section. We're going to put a title here. This is going to be my section 1. Okay, and this is going to be my section 1 description. I'm going to save. You don't have to worry about order status, nothing. We got that all set for you. Save that. Now I've got section 1 here. My little icons are here, right? So what do I got to do next? I got to add a lesson. Okay, so let's add a lesson and let's open up the lesson. Now let's talk about this for a few minutes because there's a lot here. The lessons are very, very simple, but they are extremely dynamic, guys. And I'm going to just call this section 1 right here. And I'm going to pull this description down. Now, other people ask, we do have requirements. Okay, you do have to have descriptions. Certain fields are required, and we have a requirements checking process that it will go through when you submit. So we'll look at that really quick here. Okay, so first, let's go down here. Title, description, required fields. Duration, this is where we've got hours, minutes, and seconds. Those are related to video and audio lessons, okay? You must have your durations on video and audio lessons. For text and PDF, we don't require it. You can put them in, but I don't suggest it because people read different speeds and do things differently. So it's kind of hard to judge those. But let's talk about a text lesson really quick, okay? A text lesson is purely, I'm going to come down to this field. I can have formatted text, whatever type of text I have. I'm just going to grab some text from the first chapter of the Great Discovery novel. I can actually add an image if I want. I can add graphics. I'm going to browse for an image. I'm just going to grab this guy real quick. I can throw that in there. He's going to pop in. I can make him smaller. You can move him around, all that great stuff. And typically, see how the formatting all followed in with me? So it will all stay. That's a very simple text lesson. Now, there's a very powerful thing to know about text lessons. Let's go down this side over here. In a second, I'll show you that. So over on the side, there's a couple things over here. These are supplemental files. I can add here supplemental files, any type of file I want. I can add Excel, I can add PDF, Word, images. These are just in addition to what you're trying to get the learner to look at over here. So they're called supplementals. I'm going to save this lesson real quick. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to preview it. Preview it. Why? This is what the learner is going to see. Okay, you want, as the creator, you want to know what is it they're going to see, how are they going to absorb this information. So this is a pure text lesson. You can read it on the screen. The little supplemental file I added is a download. Okay, that's great. Now, see this translated to right here? If someone comes into the website and they change their language to Albanian, guess what happens? This whole text lesson translates on demand at no cost. Okay, on demand at no cost. I want to say that again. Authors who have books are loading their books in here, a lesson in each chapter. So lesson 1 is chapter 1 or the 4 or whatever, but then they're automatically able to translate those in every language that we have on our website. Very powerful lesson, guys. Anything that you want to exercises, all the Great Discovery exercises we now have in text lessons because they will translate. We had them in PDFs before, but the PDFs do not translate. They have to be ran through a translator, just like a video and an audio. So this is a powerful lesson, guys. I'll show you a couple other ways that we can use this. So let me back up and I'm going to add another lesson to this section. So I click my little icon, add a lesson. Okay, this is going to be lesson 2. And this is section 1. All right, let's go down and do a PDF lesson. I'm going to show you a PDF. Now I can load a PDF in here. All right, I'm just going to grab that PDF, throw it in there. It'll load right up. I can also throw text down here if I want, right? And I can save this. I could also add a supplemental file if I wanted. Okay, let's throw one in there. Let's see what it looks like. Grab that. Let's just grab this guy right here. Grab an Excel file. Upload. Okay, let's save this. Now, let's preview it and see what it looks like. Let's preview that really quick. Okay, so now what do we have? We have a PDF, which is great. It's awesome. You can download them, you can print them, all kinds of cool stuff. But if we come down here, I've also got text, right? And I've got the supplemental file down here too. Now, when I translate, guess what's going to happen? You guys can guess, right? The PDF is not going to translate because it has to be ran through a translator. The UI and the text lesson down here translated, but the PDF will not translate. That is the same with an audio and a video file. So just to show you guys how that works and how powerful that lesson type is, okay? So let's go back over here. Let's go back. I'm gonna show you really quick. We'll add another section real quick, okay? We'll do section 2. And I'm just gonna throw that in there for the description. Okay, now let's add a lesson here and let's upload a video, okay? So this is gonna be lesson 1, section 2. Throw that in the description, good enough. Okay, so now let's load a video. Again, same process. I'm gonna just go grab my video, open it up, upload it. It's uploading. Again, how long is it gonna take? Strength of your internet, the size of the file, okay? Here we go. All right, we'll just take a second. There we go. Now, I can remove it here, actions, all that good stuff. So it's processing. So we're going to go ahead and let it process. Again, I can put text down here. Again, I can throw this down here if I want. I can add a supplemental file. I could add 5 supplemental files if I wanted to. Okay. There's so many different ways that you can, as a course creator, get your information to the learner. Your job is to decide what's the best way they're going to absorb that information. How can you get it to them to where they're going to absorb it and be able to use it? Okay, let's preview. Actually, we'll come back because it's processing. Let's do really quick. I know we're running out of time, so I will cook it up. I'm going to do one more lesson. Let's do an audio lesson real quick, okay? I want to show you something that will work great. Section 2, let's throw this down here. Okay, let's load an audio. And this is actually chapter 1 of the Great Discovery novel by Dr. Kathy Lawson and Dr. Michael J. Harry. And here is actually part of chapter 1. So now let's save that, okay? And let's preview this. Some authors are loading the audio file and then they're going ahead and loading the text with it because you'd have the audio file, you'd have to translate the audio file, which we're going to be able to do, but this automatically translates like I showed you before. So you can actually load your book with the audio file and the text right with it. So somebody could read along with it, or you could translate the text and then the audio file can be translated also. So very, very powerful lessons. All right, let's go back over here and see if our video has loaded. We can see what the video lesson, yep, it does. Let's preview that. There's our video lesson, okay? It's going to play. We're just going to come play. Again, I could add all the text down here I wanted. I could do the same thing that I did for the other one, okay? So I think I'm done with my course. One thing I do want to mention is the CTA. Kathy's talking about putting that CTA. You could add your very last lesson could be your CTA. It could be video. It could be a text lesson. It could be a PDF. It could be an audio, just some way to communicate. If you use a text lesson, you can put hyperlinks right in the text lesson, right to your next course. Go get your link to your if it's a free, to your premium, to your Genius Club course, and put it right in that. But keep them on the Great Discovery platform. Those links are to be on the platform, right? So I think I'm all done with this. I just onboarded a course. I did 4 different lessons, 2 sections, okay? I just realized I got my sections out of order. There's a little sort button. This is very powerful. You can move things around. I can sort these lessons. I can move this one down here, okay? Very powerful. So now I'm done. I want to submit this for review. So what's going to happen? I click the button. You know what? I messed up some stuff. But what we've done is it says add a description. Click here. I can go right in there and I can just copy. I'll put my description in there. Takes care of that problem, okay? I go right back again and I submit for review. What's my next problem? I didn't add the duration. I didn't add the duration to either of my files. Okay, so here we'll quickly fix this really quick. And we're just going to put a minute in there. I do want to show you guys how it looks. It's easy. You just keep going in and fixing it. And we're just going to put a minute in there for today. Save that. And if your bio is not done, it will actually say your bio is not done either. And it will take you to the bio. Oh, I did not upload the audio. Why didn't I? I seem to be having some internet issues today. That's okay. We got it. There we go. Save. Okay. All right. Now it should submit. So let's go back, submit for review. Bam. It has been submitted. Now, when I go back to my onboarding screen, remember this main screen, guess what? Now my course is going to be in pending. So it's going to be there. And we are trying to get through those in no more than 3 business days. Dennis Denoy is really heading that up, and he's been doing a great job. He's been doing a lot of them, a lot less than 3 days. I think he's turning them around about a day. But anyway, once it's in pending, if we do have an issue we need you to fix, we will email you from creator@thegreatdiscovery.com. So make sure that you're getting emails from Creator. Some people are saying they're not getting them and they're finding them in their junk and all that other stuff, you know, the email issues we have. So ensure you've got that whitelisted so it will come in, and we'll get you published right away. So I hope that was helpful. I'm going to go ahead and stop, and I am going to turn it over to Mr. Dennis Denoya, and he is now going to talk about, okay, Kathy showed us the funnel and the strategy and how to plan it out. I showed you how to get on the platform. Dennis is going to show you how to make some really cool content, very engaging and awesome. So Dennis, take it away.